Hello friends, I am CS Shantanu Pethe and today we are talking about SEBI regulations. So basically all those people who are connected to stock market in whatever capacity they are connected, it is very beneficial for them to understand the regulations framed by SEBI for the stock market. So SEBI is the body which regulates the stock market and all its activities. So there are total 41 regulations which are framed by the SEBI. And as you may be aware that all the listed companies, they need to comply these SEBI regulations, and all the intermediaries also, they have to comply these regulations, along with the investors also who invest in the stock market. They also need to comply certain regulations which are applicable to them. So out of 41 regulations, 7 are very important regulations which I will be covering, and it will be highly beneficial for all those people who trade in the stock market, or SMEs, business owners of SMEs and directors, CXOs, compliance officers of listed companies, professionals like CA, CS and advocates, and stockbrokers, investment advisors, merchant bankers, lead managers, research analysts, depositories, and FIIs, that is foreign institutional investors. So before we jump into these regulations, you must be aware that majority of people who trade in the stock market, deals in the stock market, they suffer losses, mainly because they are not fully aware how the stock market works. So there are so many stock exchanges in India, and among them there are two major stock exchanges like Bombay Stock Exchange, that is called BSE, and National Stock Exchange, that is called NSE. So these stock markets provide a win-win situations to both companies as well as a general public or investors. General public may invest into various stocks of different companies and can share the profit, and also can gain from the capital appreciation. On the other hand, companies can raise funds through the stock market. So out of these 41 regulations, 7 regulations which we are going to cover, I will highlight those here. So I have highlighted these regulations which are important and we are going to cover here. SEBI issue and listing of non-convertible securities, then share-based employee benefits and sweat equity, then buyback of securities, then comes issue of capital and disclosure requirement. It is also called ICDR. This is very important regulation. Then comes listing obligation and disclosure requirement. This is also very important, and in short it is called LODR. Then comes prohibition of insider trading. Then comes SEBI procedure for board meetings. So these are the 7 important regulations which I will be covering amongst these 41 regulations.